In this video, we will be getting into our June favorites. Hello beauties, I'm Gigi and this is Gigi's Flavor of Life, and here I share my unique style to help you discover yours. Welcome into the closet to all of the new beauties, and of course, hey girl, hey to all of my returning beauties. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the closet today. Now beauties, I know you did not think that I was going to let June pass and I was not going to get into just the roundup or just a few of my favorite things that I constantly reached for and used and loved for the month of June. So we're gonna get right into it, girl. So the very first thing is this Lioness top, which I would have shared with you in a past video. I think it was my maybe new in pieces for spring summer. I'm not sure, but whatever video it is, I'm gonna link it above. But I picked these tops up from Shop. They came in, which I ordered them in, obviously the white, the black. They also came in a gray and like an olive, like an army green sort of color. I think I might just double back, guys, and pick up the other two colors that I did not get. Now, like I told you guys before, the website says that the item runs large, but that's, for me anyway, it wasn't true. In tops like this or a corseted type of top, I tend to wear a size small. I'm very tiny across the back area, so it's either a small or extra small for me. But in this top, I needed a small. I originally ordered a medium. Child, had to send the thing back. But nevertheless, I ordered a small. The small came in, it fits perfect, and I have been wearing these two tops, the black and the white, to death. So the first item, guys, is most definitely going to be the Lioness top from Shop. We're just going to stick with the few fashion items that I have. I have a couple of beauty items. I have a book. I have a recipe on this list. But let's get into the next fashion item, moving right along. And they are going to be my Zara toe sandals. Now, these sandals, at this point in time, these sandals are just like, child, pick somebody else. Pick somebody else. I mean, these sandals just go with everything. They go with everything. They're comfortable. I mean, you dress them up, you dress them down. I don't think that they are available, and of course, guys, whatever is still available, I am going to link it, of course, down in the description box, or if I can find something that is, you know, reminiscently similar, I'll link it down below. But these sandals, girl, I have been wearing them to death. I mean, they just go with jeans, they go with all my dresses, they go with everything. So the Zara toe Birkenstock sandal have been, oh my god, one of my super favorites for the month of June. Now beauties, our last clothing item. Is this our last clothing item? I think this is our last little fashion item. Now this item is going to be my H&M Linen Joggers. Y'all, I did not realize how much I was going to be pulling for these pants. Girl, they are so comfortable. You can wear them on the hottest of hot days. You can wear them on the coolest of cool days. I've been throwing them on and just sort of rolling up the bottom. These pants are one of the best purchases that I have made this summer. And I almost didn't get them. I almost didn't get them, guys, because they sold out in my size, and something was like, go back to the website, and see if they have them in, you know, the colorway and your size. And I believe I picked them up in a size medium. My size deets are down in the description box, so if you are of similar size and height and weight as I am, you might want to grab a medium if these are still available. They came in multiple colorways, and of course, if they are available, they will be down there for you guys to get. This is another of my most loved and most used purchases of June. The H&M Linen Joggers. Now guys, moving right along, we are going to get into a few of our beauty items that were our favorites. Well, my favorite, your favorite, our favorites for June. One thing that I continued to grab for was the Black Girl sunscreen, which you know, this is the Black Girl sunscreen for the face and body, but not the Black Girl sunscreen for face and body. I've told you guys about this a million times. I've been using this for a very long time, but not this. Recently, she came out with a sunscreen for your lips, and she is, I believe, she is a SPF 50. Oh, hold on. There we go. She is a SPF 50, and she's a clear gloss, so you know you could put her on top of whatever lipsticks that you would like to put her on top of. I like it so much because a lot of us don't really think about putting sunscreen on our lips, and our lips need sunscreen too. And a lot of times I would use like a chapstick with the SPF in it, but it wouldn't last, and I was constantly applying. But when I found this, the consistency, if you can see, the consistency is not like, remember MAC lip gloss, what was it called, y'all? MAC lip gloss. It's not like super tacky like that, but it does have, I'm wearing it. Am I wearing it now? Yep, I'm wearing it now on top of my typical gloss. It doesn't have like that super tackiness to it where, like, you know, the wind blows and your hair sticks in it and it's just a hot mess. It's not like that, but it does have a little bit of tact to it. It's like perfect, like just enough. It does last, so you're not constantly like reapplying because it's disappearing off of your lips. It doesn't have a scent, and it's called the Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Pop Sungloss SPF 50. Child, as you can see, I have been using this thing to death. I need to pick up a couple of more tubes of this, because this I have been reaching for all June and I love it. So I think this is going to be one of the staples in my routine moving forward. So Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Pop Lip Gloss with SPF 50 is one of our June favorites. Now beauties, our next item is going to be the Amy Coley Skin Enhance Tint. This is what her box looks like, and this is what she looks like. Now I am using the Deep 2 color, and it says here on the back, a complexion enhancing skin tint designed to even out skin tone and impart a soft focused glow. Now I love this. I saw another creator here on YouTube, TheBrownFaceBE. Now she was using this sometime like going into the warmer months, and I was like, oh, I need to give this a try, because you know, of course, in the summer months, child, who wants to be putting on a full beat or even makeup, really? I mean, I love makeup. I'm not like a huge makeup girl. I know how to do like my little routine that I need to do, you know. I'm still learning. And sometimes you just want just a light little bit of coverage, something to give you, you know, a very natural look, but still a flawless look. And this right here, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So she has been something that I have been reaching for, and I believe this is a black owned brand as well. I have been reaching for this all June long when I wanted to wear makeup, and I'm not like an everyday makeup girl, but when I did want to have some type of coverage on my face, I am wearing it now. But when I did want to have some kind of coverage on my face, this was what I was reaching for, and she did not disappoint. The Amy Coley Skin Enhancing Tint. She's a 10 out of 10 for sure. For those of you who have been following me since I started this channel, I shared my skincare routine, and I often talk about the brand Laneige often because I love their beauty products. Like, they just work for me. They're wonderful. But for some odd reason, the moisturizer was not moisturizing enough for me. So it was leaving my skin, like, as the months started getting warmer and warmer, I found myself being on the hunt for another moisturizer, because that particular moisturizer that I still do love, and I'm just thinking, you know, maybe the seasons change and my skin was like, you know, just needing something else. I found that it was not moisturizing enough. So I was on the hunt for a different lightweight moisturizer, because of course it's getting warm out. I didn't want to use anything heavy on my face, and I tend to stay away from a lot of oils for my face. So I of course went to Sephora and I picked up the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. That is what she looks like. And I used her, and I like to use a product for some weeks before I decide whether or not it's a yay or a nay. But this right here, I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. I've tried some of Kiehl's products and some of them were a yes for me. One in particular that was a no was the, I believe it's called the Avocado Eye Cream. I think that's what it was called. That was a whole no for me. That my eyes did not, and it was a no. It you know, around your eyes is very sensitive, and child, it burned and it dried out the skin around my eyes. So when I found this, I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. It's the Kiehl's Ultra Face Cream 24-hour lightweight hydrating formula with 4.5% squalene and glacial glycoprotein. I was pleasantly surprised with this. So of course I kept reaching for it in June, and I will continue to include this into my regimen. So one of our favorite items of June is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. Okay, beauties, we have this item and then we have one more, and then that is going to be it for our favorites of June. But this item, or it's a recipe, I wanted to share with you guys because I'm always looking for interesting ways to be healthy, to keep me interested in eating healthy foods. And first of all, I'm not eating something that I don't like, and I'm not eating something that tastes horrible. But I love Brussels sprouts, or should I say I wanted to love Brussels sprouts? No, that would not be the right thing to say. I wanted to find a way to cook Brussels sprouts without adding any bacon or ham, which I don't eat any pork, but every time you see Brussels sprouts, there's always, like, you know, there's always meat added. So I wanted to find a delicious way to cook them that I would enjoy, and they taste delicious. So I'm scrolling through, Instagram, and I find this page or this account, and it's called Liveeatlearn. Of course, I'm going to pop it up. And this young lady, she makes the Brussels sprouts. It's a super simple recipe, because of course we all love simple, because I'm not trying to be in the kitchen for very long trying to figure things out. I'm just not. I love to cook, I will cook, but just not all the time. And when I do, I want it to be simple and I want it to be delicious. So this young lady, she came up with this recipe to cook your Brussels sprouts. There's no meat, so you just boil them, or not boil, but you blanch them, and then you dry them, cool them, toss them in salt, pepper, and nutritional yeast, or whatever seasonings that your heart desires. You throw a little bit of olive oil on, and then the key, she says, is to smush them, which you'll see her smushing them. You smush them to, like, let the juices out, and then you throw them in the oven on a piece of parchment paper until they blacken. And can I just tell y'all, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, try this recipe. It is so good. I mean, you can make them spicy if that's your thing. You can add a little bit of red pepper flakes or extra pepper like I like to do. I'm talking about, I have eaten more Brussels sprouts this June than I have probably eaten my entire life. So another of my June favorites, which is going to, moving forward, perpetually be a favorite of mine, is this Brussels sprout recipe from Liveeatlearn. Now, beauties, our last and final favorite item of June is a book. Now this is a new author to me. Her name is Loreth White. She was born in South Africa and I believe now she resides in Canada. She has so many books. I had never heard of her. If you follow me on IG, you would have seen me post about this book, that I was reading it and that it was amazing and that it had a ton of twists and turns. I listened to the audiobook and the book is called The Maid's Diary. Child, was about this note. Now I don't want to give any of it away, but the premise of the book is, child, it was about this nosy old maid who got herself into a lot of trouble. Now it is a thriller, which I tend to gravitate towards. I'm a murder TV watcher. I love a lot of mystery, murder TV, figure it out. I work with those people. I'm a detective. So if you love that genre, then 9 times out of 10 you are going to love this book. It was one of those books that, like, it started out a little bit slow when they were setting up all the characters, but as you started to get towards like the middle and the ending, it was one of those ones where you couldn't listen fast enough. Or if I was actually reading the book, because I listened to it on audiobook, if I was actually reading the book, I would have been like, girl, my eyes wouldn't have been able to get through them words fast enough. But if you are looking for an amazing read, a good read, it's not a gory book. It's not gory in that sense of a thriller, but it's definitely a whodunit, who did it, can we get to the end to see what happens. This is a great summer read for you. So our last and final item is a book by Loreth White, The Maid's Diary, guys. All right, beauties, that is it. That is all for our June roundup. I loved all of these things. Let me know down in the comments, what were some of your June favorite items? Was it a book? Was it a food? Was it a place? I didn't do a place. I didn't really have a favorite place this June. So let me know if you guys had anything that you loved, that was your favorite, that you continue to pull for in June. If you guys are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and hanging out and sticking around the closet with us. We are slowly but surely growing over here, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys. So if you're not already subscribed, please consider sticking around. All right, beauties, I gotta get out of here. I am on my way to get a pedicure. Thank you so much for stopping by the closet, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, beauties.